Welcome, welcome, welcome to Goddess Temple Sunday. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Instagram. Let's get this party started. I'm Abiola, and this is Goddess Temple Sunday, your 20-minute blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. Who is in the room this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning? Yes, Goddess Iman is here. And you know it's not a party until my sister, Goddess Aurora Day, is in the house. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful sister, Goddess Aurora. Hello, Love Spirit Universal is here. And Book of Co. Okay, hello, good Book of Co. And Obsessed with Organics. Ooh, I love that name. Yes, Obsessed with Organics is in the house. Goddess Dawn is here. Greetings, Goddess Dawn, who is beginning her new spiritpreneur journey. And I'm so excited because we need the magic that she has, just like we need the magic that you have. Oh, Goddess Tynesha is here. Hello, Goddess Tynesha. And Goddess Gina is here. Hello, Goddess Gina. Hugs, 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 hugs. Yes, and Mr. Marin NYC is here. Grand Rising Goddess. All right, so I don't usually brag on men in the Goddess Temple Sunday, but let me brag on my friend, Mr. Marin NYC. He is an amazing photographer. People, if you're looking for a photographer, go find him on Instagram, Mr. Marin, MarinNYC.com. MrMarinNYC.com. He's married to my friend Nando. And actually, they are both very relevant to today's topic, which is all about procrastination and what are you putting off in your life and why are you doing that? Because he offered me something like 4 years ago to do a photo shoot. And I know he's an amazing photographer. And I haven't taken him up on it yet because I had issues with how I looked and what was going on in my life and dealing with fibroids and blah, 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 blah. But we'll get all into that. Don't worry about it. We will get into that. Hello, Goddess Kim Renee, and Goddess Damali is here. So, my love, so let's get into it. Wait. All up. Let's begin with gratitude. And then let's get into this conversation about what you may be putting off in your life, why, and how to stop that. All right. Hello, Goddess Yolanda. All right. Hello, my BTRN. Hello. All right. So let's just begin with gratitude right now. Just take a deep breath. And I want you to see yourself on this beautiful Sunday morning or evening or afternoon or Friday or Saturday, whenever you are watching this, wherever in the world. I want you to just see yourself in this beautiful circle of sisters. We are stretched around the globe in this beautiful global sisterhood. I know for a fact that some people are watching from the UK. I know for a fact that some people are watching from France. I know for a fact that some people are watching from the Caribbean and beyond. And so think about how magnificent the energy must be. I want you to connect to the energy of the sister sitting to the left of you and the sister sitting to the right of you. Connect to this beautiful, global, flowing energy. And breathe it in, knowing that you are not alone on this journey. You got a tribe of sisters who has your back. And more importantly, your back is had by the greatest force in the universe. And so we begin with gratitude, and we say, Mother, Father, God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful opportunity to come together again. Thank you for blessing us with the technology to have this global sisterhood. Thank you for waking us up today and giving us another opportunity, another chance to breathe, another chance to be, who we were born to be. Help us to remember that we don't have to have it all figured out, that it is a one day at a time, one moment at a time thing. And the fact that you woke us up means that there is still work for us to do. There's still evolution for us to make. And as we breathe, inhale and exhale with this beautiful gift of life that you've given us another opportunity. I ask you please to guide my words, to guide my steps. And as always, I ask, please just show me, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And for this, we are so grateful in your name. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Yes. Okay. So let's get started now. So we are talking today about procrastination. Hello, my love goddess Linda. Hello, goddess Ifetayo. We're talking about procrastination. So let's begin. Real talk. All right. Who considers themselves either to be a procrastinator or has things in their lives that they may be putting off that they know are for their highest and best good? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because if we keep it in the shadows, which is where procrastination usually lives, right? Usually lives with you by yourself on Instagram or Pinterest or watching TV or whatever it is. Let's bring it all out into the light. Goddess Dawn says, yes, me, I am there with it. Well, what I want to invite us to do is we're going to redefine. We're not going to say that we are procrastinators. Goddess Kim Renee and Goddess Ifetayo are raising their hands. Because if we define ourselves as procrastinators, right, then that locks us in. And we say, just like if we say, well, I'm just anxious, or I'm just, depressed, or I'm just like that, or I'm just an angry person, that locks us into a self-definition. So right now let's just start with just some redefinition. You're not a procrastinator. You are a person who has a habit of procrastinating. You're a person who has a habit of putting off doing things that you know would make your magnificent life exactly what you were born, the life you were born to live and how you were born to walk this planet. Okay. And so what we want to do is we want to work on that from a place of self-love. Goddess Matilda says, yes, it is nighttime where she is. Beautiful. Yes. And so day, night, wherever you are, let's delve into this. So first of all, like I said, procrastination is a habit, and any habit has triggers. So whether you are procrastinating in your fitness, whether you're procrastinating around your relationships, whether you are procrastinating in your business, looking at some of you who I know need to launch your stuff, and it's still sitting there on your hard drive looking real cute, but it's not out in the world helping the people that it's meant to help. Or how many of you have a book in you, or a story that you want to tell, or you want to start, your own tribe or your own videos or your own whatever, and you have not done it yet? All right. So first of all, let's let ourselves off the hook. Let's begin with forgiveness for any procrastination habit that you may have had until now. All right. Let's begin with some self-forgiveness, because if we are beating ourselves up, we cannot move forward. And realize that if you're procrastinating, if you're holding back, if you have this habit, it's usually because you are coming from a place of stress about the thing that you are wanting to do. And usually it's because we're overwhelming ourselves with whatever the big picture is. So like right now, I'm getting ready to, right after Goddess Temple Sunday, head to the gym, and work it out. I've been doing my yoga. I've been doing my kickboxing. And so, it is easier when I'm thinking about, okay, one gym session at a time, one moment at a time, one movement at a time. It was not working out at all when I was thinking, oh my goodness, all right, I gotta hurry up and join the gym because I gotta lose 25 pounds and I gotta get healthy and then it's going to help with my fibroids, and then I won't be pre-diabetic because people in my family have diabetes and it leads to other things. And oh my goodness, and why I got to go to the gym and I got to work out, and then they're looking at my butt, and I don't want nobody looking at my butt, so I don't want to go to the gym because I don't want nobody looking at my butt, and I don't want nobody trying to talk to me while I'm trying to work out. You can see why, if you come from that point of view, you're going to set yourself up to fail. And it's the same thing if you're thinking, okay, I got to launch this course because Abiola said if I launch this course, I can launch my business. Abiola said if I launch this course and I just, 1,000 women buy for $1,000, then that's $1 million. So I got to launch this course so I can make $1 million because I want to feed my family and I need to get something to eat and I won't be able to get groceries and the lights won't be on if I don't launch this course right this minute and the people don't buy it. And what's going to happen? I'm going to be a failure, and then everybody's going to laugh at me and they're going to say, aha, you left that good corporate job and now what you doing? You listen to that chick Abiola and now you here with this course and ain't nobody bought it. Now what? Right? We overwhelm ourselves with all of that stuff. So let's just take a breath. And what we want to do instead is we want to set ourselves up to win. You want to set yourself up to win instead of setting yourself up from a place of overwhelm. Goddess Aurora is laughing. She said, I don't want anyone looking at my butt at the gym either. Exactly. Yes, Goddess Shanice is setting herself up to win. She says she listens to me while she's working out. Yes, Goddess, do it. Yes, Goddess Melissa, you focus on what you want, not what you don't want, and you set yourself up to win. So what is one thing maybe that you can just think about now that you have been procrastinating on, putting off, in your life? It could be something related to relationships and communication. It could be a conversation that needs to be had with a family member. It could be, something that you're wanting to put out into the world, right? It could be launching. Okay, so Goddess Nia says her self-love coaching program. Yes. Do we think that we would like a self-love coaching program from Goddess Nia? Absolutely. Are there human people with money to spend who are waiting for Goddess Nia's self-love coaching program? Yes. And so we want Goddess Nia to succeed because we need her work in the world. And so the first thing I want you to think about when that procrastination comes up is look at it for what it really is. Like, look at it in the face for what it really is, right? Like when they say tell the truth and shame the devil, like we put this lovely word on it, procrastination. It's not really procrastination. Like I said, it's just a habit. It's a habit of stress. And stress is the way that successful people like you, natural overachievers like you, natural make it happen women like you, stress is the word that we use for fear. Fear. And so ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? What is at the heart of it? Why? What am I afraid of? And oftentimes, if we stay in procrastination mode, it gives us a lovely excuse to say, well, I know I could do it, if I did these things, but, if I'm not doing it, then I have the excuse of I didn't do it. And so if it didn't go wrong, then I have that built-in excuse. All right. So Goddess Nia said she's afraid of visibility, which is exactly what we work on in the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy. So Goddess Nia, you need to stop playing and come on over to the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy, right? And so I'm going to say that again because it got kind of jumbled. A lot of times we are afraid. We have built in to our lives the idea that the setup excuse that, okay, let me give you an example. When I was procrastinating about writing my last book, much like I'm procrastinating about getting this one done, but it's all right because it's getting done because I put these things that I'm about to share with you in place. I had the excuse that if my book was out here, I would be rocking it. If my self-love book was out there, what? People would be booking me for talks. People would be booking me for TV. I would be able to attract the most amazing clients and customers if only my book was out here. But my book is not out here because I haven't written my book because I'm procrastinating on my book. So I have this beautiful built-in success excuse of why I'm not where I want to be yet. And I'm able to stay stuck in that rather than in the fear of, what if I put my book out here and nobody buys it? What if I put my book out here and I fall on my face? What if I put my book out here and my family says, why'd you put our business in the street? And now nobody bought your book and you put our business in the street and it's a flop. What if I put this out here and I feel stupid, right? But when I stay in procrastination mode, when I was staying in procrastination mode around writing the Sacred Bombshell Handbook of Self-Love, then I was safe. I was safe from that story. Goddess Nia says, yes. And you're safe from the fear of what that failure might mean or of what that success might mean. What if it's a hit? What if Goddess Nia launches her program and she's so amazing and so successful and so incredible that now maybe she doesn't fit in with the other people that she was fitting in with before? What if she doesn't relate to the other people that she related to before? What if her family and her friends say, ooh, Goddess Nia, you changed. I liked you better before when you had that job. You were working for the man. You were fun. Now you got this course. You listen to that chick Abiola. And you making all this money and all you thinking your stuff don't stink. I don't like you. I don't like who you became, right? We are concerned like, okay, who might I be if I fail or if I succeed? But what you got to do is we want to stay instead on that one, getting the task done at the moment. You got to have your big picture. And then we go on to break it down into baby steps. Break it down into baby steps and letting yourself off the hook, reminding yourself that I'm not a procrastinator. I have a procrastination habit, and it's usually built on stress or fear. Because when you look at the fact that it is built on stress or fear, then you can look at what that stress or fear is, and you can deal with that rather than, okay, the story that you are telling yourself or the story that you're not telling yourself behind why you're really procrastinating, okay? So you want to set yourself up to win by thinking about things in bite-sized, digestible moments. So one of the things that I do on a daily basis, here's what I do, because I felt like, well, I'm just a procrastinator and this is who this is who I'm gonna be. I was born a procrastinator, I'm gonna die a procrastinator. I felt like that was just me, but it wasn't. I was setting myself up to lose. So one of the things you wanna do is the most scary thing on your list each day. If for you it is something like, or not scary, sometimes it's just things you don't wanna do, right? So for example, like, you know, there are things everybody has in their business, even if you have a team, that you have to do. So, you know, if there are those things like, you know, one of the things that I hate to do is looking and seeing like, okay, well, these people, you know, their credit card didn't go through or whatever it is, and having to, you know, chase them down and ask them for money. Like, that's not why I'm in business, right? That is not my zone of genius. My zone of genius is here with you doing this, and every step that I'm doing that takes me away from this, right? But if you are in business, you want to be abreast of your money. You need to know what is happening, what's going on. Auntie Oprah says she still signs every single check, right? So if you are the person who is, your name is at the helm, you need to know what's going on and be aware of it and be abreast of it. And you're not less spiritual or less artistic or less creative because you know what is happening with your money. And so those things that you would normally put off, instead of putting them off and putting them off and putting them off, and it's 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock, do those things. Slay your dragons first thing in the morning, okay? The next thing is that you want to set yourself up to win by working in 25-minute increments, right? Think, okay, 25-minute increments. Goddess Lady K, she sent the request to be in my live video. I send you love, Goddess Lady K, but I got to get to the gym, my love. So it's not happening today, but maybe another day. Set yourself up to win by doing 25-minute increments, right? For 25 minutes, do you think you could focus on a bite-sized part of the thing you've been putting off? Let me ask you that. Do you think that for 25 minutes, that you could focus on a part of it? So instead of, I got to write my whole book or I got to write my whole course or whatever it is, you know, could you focus on, okay, I'm going to, you know, watch this lesson about creating my course, or I'm going to, you know, right? I'm going to set myself up. I'm going to, get my, whatever it is that you need, my notes and my things like that or whatever. 25 minutes, 25 minutes. Set the alarm on your phone and 25 minutes. Give yourself that 25 minutes. And then if you're feeling up to it after that, okay, give yourself another 25 minutes and another 25 minutes, another 25 minutes. And more often than not, what happens is when you do what you're doing and you get into that zone, yes, Goddess Dawn, you often surpass that 25 minutes. So you want to think about it again, one step at a time. Yesterday I saw the Rocky movie with Michael B. Jordan, and it's actually the first Rocky movie I've ever seen, Creed. It was the part one. And Rocky kept telling him, do it one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time, or something like that. And that's the same exact thing. It has to be one step at a time. Goddess Eva Tayo says, yes, doable. Yes, absolutely. Goddess Nikki says, yes. She's got fingers crossed. She's got prayers going. She's like, yes, yes, absolutely. So for me, because I felt like, okay, well, I don't want to go to the gym because I don't want nobody looking at my butt. And I don't want nobody looking at my butt because I feel like I got to get fit to go to the gym. I can't go to yoga yet because I'm not flexible enough. I got to get flexible to go to yoga. Like a lot of y'all tell me, I got to launch my business so I could join your business course about launching my business, right? I got to get my business together so I can launch your course, so I can join your course and figure it out. And it's like, wait, no. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Set yourself up to win by figuring out what works for you. So yes, Goddess Linda says, yes, that is doable. I've been doing 30 minutes of fitness activity to get back on track. That is awesome. Yes. And so one of the things that I realized was that me sitting around by myself of my own volition and my own calendar thinking, okay, well, I'm going to mysteriously and magically somehow want to get up and go to this gym was not happening. And what works for me is doing classes where I have accountability or working with a trainer who, okay, is there and is waiting for me. And now I've spent my money and I don't want to be spending my money and wasting my money, right? And I have accountability of a group and a class. That's why my programs are group programs, my business program, right? You have accountability of your group who is there waiting for you and who's going to say, hey, where were you last week? Or where were you yesterday? Or whatever it is. And realizing that you are only in competition with yourself, right? Only in competition with yourself. That was another great gem from the Creed movie that he was like, Rocky told Creed, he was like, you're fighting you and everything else is just an obstacle in the way. Well, you are running this race with you. Anything else is just an obstacle. Being delayed by Instagram or distracted by, Facebook or YouTube or whatever, that's just an obstacle. You're running this race with you, right? And do the things that are going to make it joyful for you. So if, for example, you are writing, you don't need to be like, okay, well, I'm going to put myself in this room and I'm going to lock it down and make it miserable. Lock yourself down in the room, but have your candles going, right? Or your incense or whatever, and some good music if that inspires you and doesn't distract you. And again, then 25 minutes. Be like, okay, I'm committing for these 25 minutes, right? So for me, in terms of fitness, what that meant is like, okay, get my yoga mat, so I feel good. I got my cute yoga mat going. I got my pink boxing gloves and my pink, wrist straps for kickboxing that you strap your hands up before you put on your boxing glove or whatever. And I'm setting myself up to win. Now, here's the deal. All of that stuff is cute, but the candles are not going to write the book for you or create the course for you. The pink boxing gloves, when I'm there and honestly getting my behind handed to me in kickboxing class, it really doesn't matter. But it makes it more fun. And know that there's going to be a learning curve for you and you and you as people who are used to winning in some part of your life or some degree of your life, the RSGs, the really smart girls. allowing yourself to know that you don't know, you don't have to have all the answers and you don't have to have it all figured out. I can guarantee you, all right, I promise you that if they did some kind of survey or counting or whatever, I'm probably in the bottom 50% of both my yoga class and my kickboxing class. And the first kickboxing class, I absolutely felt like, all right, I need to go and get in shape and then come back and do this, because right now this is, I'm just not cutting it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you will get better and better and better. Whatever course you launch today, you're going to look back at it a year from now and say, oh, why did I do that? Why didn't I do this? Why, this would have made it better. Whatever book you write today, you're going to look back at it and be like, oh my goodness, both of my previous books, oh my goodness, like I would love to go and re-edit them. It's just the nature of things. And that means that you've evolved and you've grown. But you can't wait until, okay, perfection, the curse of perfection. I'm going to wait until it's perfect. It will never be perfect. Yes, that's beautiful. Goddess Linda says she got a part-time job in Equinox and she's taking advantage of those perks. Yes, you set yourself up to win. Coach Ross says lighting candles, having her tea, and soft music gets her going. Yes, set yourself up to win. You want to set yourself up to win. And it is okay. I'm telling you, when I'm in kickboxing and I know everybody else is like, and they're like, jab, this, that, the other, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know what I'm doing, like right this minute, but it's okay because I keep moving. I keep moving. And, whether the instructor or whoever is thinking, like, okay, this is the worst kickboxer we've ever seen, which I doubt, none of that matters. None of that matters because, perfection is the enemy of getting it done. And if you're putting something out there, like, for example, with the coach, with the course that Goddess Nia wants to launch, her self-love course that we're all looking forward to, we want it in the world. Think of your MVP, your minimum viable product, rather than it's got to be the best ever. Goddess Poet, she says that her pastor said this morning, pregnant with possibilities. Yes, yes. Well, let's have these babies. Let's get them into the world, right? Do you really believe in you? The question that I always ask you, Goddess Nia, your name means faith. Do you really have the faith? Do you really believe? Do you really believe that you can do it? Do you really, really believe that? And if not, your procrastination is a habit that you've created to keep yourself safe. And so maybe you need to also build in some laziness into your schedule so that you are like, okay, programmed laziness, so that your laziness doesn't have to pop up while you're trying to get whatever done. So you're like, okay, from, on Saturday night or whatever day it is, you're going to take that time for yourself, which is really not laziness at all. But if that's what the voice in your head is telling you, okay, you're being lazy, have programmed laziness. Mr. Marin NYC, one of the best photographers in New York, just put, recently I discovered that I'm going to the gym to take care of my well-being. Yes! And he says, I used to see it as fixing myself. Absolutely. And that is the switch. That is the switch. Redefine your goals. Don't think of a place of perfectionism. You're not in competition with anybody. And most importantly, you're not broken. You're not broken. And a lot of us think that if we release the belief that we're broken, it means that we don't want to evolve. No, not at all. You can love a child in, wherever they are, but it doesn't mean that you don't want them to go to the next stage and next step of their lives and grow and evolve. And it's the same thing for yourself. It's the same thing for who you are in your relationships, in your fitness, in whatever it is. So set yourself up to win one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. You can do it. You can do it. Set your alarm 25 minutes in 25-minute increments. What are the things that I'm going to do today with my, start with four 25-minute increments. What is the dragon that I'm going to slay first thing in the morning that I cannot stand or that I'm dreading or afraid of? What triggers my procrastination, right? Because it is a habit. You are not a procrastinator. Procrastination is a habit. So what triggers it? What is the fear? Deal with the fear. Address the fear. address the story, address the issue. And then again, one step at a time. Yes, Goddess Judith Smith says, hashtag, I am one brave empress. Hello, Coach Kaylin. Yes, Coach Roz says, first, baby, my podcast launched. Now my course, my baby, is coming no matter what. No longer putting it off. And I'm so proud of you, Coach Roz, because you have so much to offer, so much. And like Goddess Nia, we need your starting over course. What? She's got a starting over course for women over 40 that she's going to be creating. Anybody think that that's a great idea? Yeah, we all do. And for those who don't, because will some people think that it sucks? Yeah, they will. Who cares? They're not your client. They're not your customer. It's good. It's good when some people think, okay, if somebody's watching this and then they're like, this Abiola chick sucks. That's great. Get off the airwaves and out of the way so that the people who I'm here to talk to can hear what I have to say. Yes, because I'm not for everybody. You're not for everybody. And that is the truth of it. That is the truth of it. Goddess Eve Tayo says, I'm slowly becoming visible in my community after 16 years of staying isolated by participating in positive cultural events that inspire me. That is beautiful, sis. I'm sending you love, love, love. That is big. Manifestation Queen is in the house. Yes, Goddess Shanice, no one's opinions define you. See, Goddess Eve Tayo is looking forward to your course. Coach Roz, Goddess Nia, people are looking forward to your course. All right. Yes, Goddess Lotus Bomb Flower. All right. So what are your 25 minutes? 25 minutes today. What can you do for 25 minutes? Yeah, today. Today, what can you do for 25 minutes that you have either been putting off, or maybe it's just, like I said, the setup of like, okay, here's my plan. Here's what I'm going to do. Maybe it's getting your gym stuff together. Maybe it's getting your things that you need, your candle and whatever it is. 25 minutes today. 25 minutes. I want you to set yourself up to win. All right? Because you're a winner. You're a natural winner. Look at you. You are enough. You're more than enough. You're outstanding. You're amazing. You're brilliant. You're beautiful. And if your creator be for you, then who dare be against you? Yes? Do you receive that? Yes, 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 yes. Yay. Goddess Ember says she's using her 25 minutes for meal prep. Goddess Dawn says today is her self-care and home care. Beautiful. Goddess Shanice says today she's going to use her 25 minutes to write a chapter of her book and also start on her wellness workbook and course. Beautiful, beautiful. Remember, Goddess Shanice, start with one thing, because we get overwhelmed. All right, I'm going to write a chapter of my book. Then I'm going to write my wellness workbook. Then I'm going to write my course. And then I need to have a speech. And then I need a plan. And then now you're back in the gym and you're thinking, okay, they're looking at my butt. No, one step at a time. Start with the chapter in your book. Yes, beautiful. Yes, absolutely. Yes, and Goddess Kim Renee says, I know I'm not for everybody, but that is okay. Yes, because we are here for each other. All right, my beauty. So about to head over to the gym, kickboxing today. And like I said, I may very well be in the bottom 50%, if not the worst person in the class, but it is okay because I am running the race with me. Marin NYC says, writing a proposal to my new business development person. That is beautiful and exciting. Wonderful. Goddess Ifetayo says she will use her 25 minutes to meditate for clarity about what business I truly want to manifest. That is beautiful. Absolutely, because you know. You absolutely know. You know in your heart, you know in your bones that you are an incredible human being and that we need your magic and we need your light. All right, my loves, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of this day. If you're watching this on replay and you want to join us live for Goddess Temple Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you are watching this video. All right? Be seen, be heard, Be an incredible, incredible movement, goddesses. Namaste. Yay. Namaste. Goddess Poetic says that she's going to write a letter to let go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Goddess Shakira says that she is beginning her book also. Beautiful. Yes. And the goddesses on Facebook say that they are making it happen.